Alright, so today's circuit is 5 exercises, all body weight. So your 5 exercises are, we're going to perform 5 push-ups. You can do this off your toes or off your knees, whatever's easier for you. Then, we're going to flip around. We're going to perform 5 sit-ups. I like to do my sit-ups 3 ways. 1, arms overhead reaching for my feet. 2, arms by my side. Or 3, arms across my chest. This is the hardest. Okay, after 5, you're going to turn over once again. We're going to perform 5 mountain climbers per leg. You just run your knees underneath you for 1, 2, 3, go 5. Then, we're going to perform the next 2 exercises off our feet. We're going to perform what's called an air squat, a body weight squat. What I like to do is, I like to bring my hands in front, pushing my butt back. Okay? Or my hands by my sides and bringing my hands in front. And then finally, everyone's favorite, we're going to perform 5 burpees. You don't need to add a push-up to these burpees. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to jump. All you have to do is place your hands on the ground, extend your legs and stand back up. For those of you who don't want to do the burpees, you can just touch your toes and jump up. Remove the plank portion, right? So let's get started. Alright guys, if you're ready to work out, so am I. But we gotta get started with a warm-up, alright? And now we're going to start on that warm-up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. All of our warm-ups start with a jog. The jog raises your heart rate very slowly, but it's going to get the job done. It's going to get us there. And then from there, we're going to do a variety of shuffles, jumping jacks, toe jacks, and some more jogs. We got about 10 more seconds. We're going to do what's called a double run lunge. I'm going to provide some modifications for those of you who may find this workout difficult in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to start with 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind. You're going to do 2 boxer shuffles and then get down into a lunge. So for instance, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boxer shuffle into a deep lunge. We got about 15 more seconds. And then we're going to do a jumping jack. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, all you have to do is just do shuffles back and forth, okay, rather than the double run lunge. In 5, 4, jumping jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Start with your feet together, hands by sides. Bring your feet out and your arms up. Now, if this is a bit too much impact, all you have to do is remove the jump portion and take side-to-side steps. We got about 10 more seconds before we do our next workout, which is a back and forth shuffle. Take 3 steps forward, 3 steps back in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I know a lot of you don't have enough room in your apartments or your living rooms, so you can still just jog in place and then drop down to a little toe tap. Okay, but otherwise, if you can't, move around. We got 10 more seconds. Notice that I'm reaching my opposite hand to my opposite toe. More toe jacks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, just like with any jumping jack, start with your feet together, hands by your sides. You're going to spread your feet and touch the floor or touch the opposite toe. Hence the name toe jacks. And as with everything else, always maintain consistent breathing. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Help your heart, help your legs. We got 10 more seconds before our 6th workout. Then we do it all over again for another 3 minutes. In 4, rope lines, 3, 2, and 1. Start with your feet kicking out and then your arms reaching up alternately. These are called rope lines. Again, it's just a modification of the jog. Everything that we did today so far is either a jogging movement or a jumping movement. We got 10 more seconds before we go back to our actual jogs. Again, you can just perform jogs all the way through or jumping jacks all the way through. In 3, 2, and 1. Halfway through, guys. You can pick up the intensity a bit once you feel your heart rate higher and your body, your core body temperature rising as well. So you can go a little faster, a little jogs. Smaller steps, a little faster. We got about 12 more seconds before we do our double run lunge. And again, you don't have to do the double run lunge You can simply do static step lunges in 3, 2, and 1. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Switch, switch, drop to a lunge. Switch, switch, drop to a lunge. Or you can simply take step back and step forward lunges. Okay, if you're not comfortable with the back and forth explosive movement. We got 15 more seconds. We're about 2/3 of the way through the 6-minute warm-up. We got 10 more seconds. Jumping jacks is next. Now, we could also modify each workout the opposite direction, making them harder. 3, 2, and 1. So, jumping jacks, feet together, hands above your head. These are your jumping jacks. If you want to make them harder, start with the hands above your head, spread your feet, and touch your floor. That's called a power jack, okay? This makes the range of motion a lot bigger, a lot further, and everything else much harder. We got 10 more seconds. We're halfway through the second round. We got 90 seconds left for our shuffles, toe jacks, and rope climbs in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, take 3 steps forward, touch the floor, 3 steps back, touch the floor. You want to make this movement harder, raise that back leg or that back foot. That's a stop and go with 1 foot off the ground and 1 foot on. We got about 15 more seconds of this. Again, this is a form of jog. If you're not comfortable, just jog in place. Every now and then, touch the floor. But we got 1 more minute left, starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the toe jack position. Again, stopping your feet together, hands by your sides. Spread your feet and touch the floor. Touch the opposite foot. Going a bit of a challenge. Reach across and touch the floor to the outside of that foot. Remember, range of motion changes everything. 10 more seconds. We got our rope climbs for our final exercise. And then we're gonna get right into our circuit. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start with your feet, then add the hands. You can go as fast as you want to. Think of this as the final stretch of a marathon. Well, in this case it's a 5K. It's too short to be a marathon. Either way, we got 15 more seconds. Stay on your toes, don't land on your heels. Keep your core engaged and your eyes up. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're done with our warm-up. People ask me how I stretch. I tell them the same way I take a shower. I start from my head and end up with my toes. So let's grab the back of your head, pull your chin towards your chest slightly. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let go of that head, tilt it to your right. Pull it gently with the right hand or reaching floor to the floor with your left, and then switching sides. Then you're gonna pull your arm across your chest. I like to place my forearm against my elbow, and then release. How long do you have to hold a stretch? About 2 breaths. So this is 1, this is 2. Good. Now we're going to start with our lower body stretch. Take a big step to your right, slide your right hand down your right leg. And as soon as you touch the floor with your right hand, bring your left hand up, all the way down, rotating the left toe, and then coming up slowly. Do the same thing to your left side. Slide your left hand down your left leg, touch the floor, and bring your right hand down. Couple more stretches before we get into our main set. Maintain a wide leg stance. Point your feet 45 degrees out. Drop your butt to a squat, push your knees back. And then turning to your right, I want you to push against your left knee. Feel this in your lower back. And then bring it to the other side. One last stretch before we go. Very carefully bring the feet together. Step 1 foot over the other. Bring your arms high above your head. Take a deep breath. Reach forward and then down. Allow your hands to put it down towards the floor. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come back up slowly. And then switch sides. Okay, bring your arms high above your head, stretching that spine up, then forward, then down. Bending your knees slightly in the bottom. Take one last deep breath. One last exhale. And one last release. Alright, so now that we've taken care of our warm-up and our stretching, we can go on into our circuit.
Round 1.
Right, so let's get started with 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 mountain climbers, 5 air squats, and then 5 burpees. Ready? Let's do this. 1. I'm doing this on my toes. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn over on your mat. If you don't have a mat, that's okay. Just do it slowly and carefully. I'm gonna do the easy way. Reaching for my feet, using my arms for leverage. On the next few sets, or next few rounds, this is 4 and 5. I'm gonna experiment with the harder format. Now, going back to push-up position, you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 mountain climbers. Get back on your feet, with your feet about shoulder width apart, hands by your sides, bring your hands in front of you. Try to get your butt as low as you can, preferably just below your knees. Your hands are there for balance. If you keep your hands close to you, it's harder to balance. 4, last one is 5. And then finally, we'll finish things off with 5 burpees. Burpee is basically a plank to a squat. So for those of you who don't want to do the plank portion, all you have to do is the jump squat. Okay, that's 3. Couple more, 4. And this last one is 5. So that's round number 1.
Round 2.
Going back to the push-ups. Now there's a couple of ways you can do the push-up. Now a lot of people like to do it wide. And for myself, I prefer to do the push-ups 8, 9, 10. With my elbows much closer, I can use my tricep and my shoulders much more effectively than just my chest. 14 and 15. Now I'm gonna try to do the harder version of the sit-up. Now there's also an easier version, even easier than hands above your head. You can do what's called a jackknife, where you place your hands on top of your head and then just tuck your knees into your chest. You can do that if the push-ups are getting harder and harder, okay? But I'm gonna try my push-ups. I count those as 2, 3. You can also just place your forearms or your forearms across your chest. This takes away all the leverage that your arms can provide. This is all core movement. But as always, keep your knees slightly bent. That's gonna keep your back flush to the floor. I think this is 9. Inhale, exhale, 10. And if you guys are having trouble keeping up with the pace of the workout, you don't have to. Remember, this is your workout, not my workout. All you have to do is press that pause button on your computer or your tablet and catch your breath and then just jump back into it. I think this is 15. Turning back for my mountain climbers, nothing changes. Make sure that your hand is directly underneath your shoulder in line with the elbows, and just run your knees up underneath you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We move 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more important thing about the mountain climbers, don't look around. You want your spine to remain neutral. If you look up or look to the side, you might hurt your neck. 5 air squats, stand with your feet slightly further than hip width, arms by sides, your hands in front of you. You can put them in a prayer position too if you're more comfortable. I'm more comfortable with placing one hand on top of the other. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there are times when we're actually going to try to do 50 straight reps of maybe one exercise, okay? And in that case, you don't have to do 50 straight. We're just going to focus on one exercise for 50 reps. How do we do that? We're going to break it down into 5 parts, 2 parts, or even 3 parts. I think this is 14 and 15. And then finally 15 burpees. We always save the hardest one for last. Again, place your hands on the floor, bring your feet out, and in and stand up. From the front, it looks like this. As you can see, my feet are directly behind my hands. And I'm bending my knees as I come up. A lot of people try to come up with their feet straight and feet closer together. That makes it a lot harder to stand up. That's 7, 8, halfway through, 9, and 10. What's really important is that you keep your feet a little wider as you stand up. If you keep your feet closer together, see what happens? My knees don't bend as much, and it's hard to stand up. 12, a couple more. This is 13, 14, one more time, 15. Good. All right, get yourselves ready for our last round. We got one more round to go. We're gonna do 20 reps each for 5 exercises. That's 100 reps. Again, this is your workout. Do whatever it takes to finish it, whether you make it a little easier or make it a little slower, okay?
Final round.
I'm gonna do mine right now in 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 push-ups. Now again, there's a couple ways you can do your push-ups. I prefer mine to be closer with my arms closer to my body. This makes me able to employ this 12, 13. My triceps and my shoulders as well. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We've done that. We've done our 15 push-ups for the day. Now let's roll onto our mat for our 20 sit-ups. Again, 3 ways you can do your sit-ups. Arms overhead, that's 1. Arms by your sides, that's 2. And the third one is arms across your chest, which is the hardest among the 3. And if you still need a modification to make this setup more executable, all you have to do is bring your hands on top of your head, tuck your knees to your chest. Same effect, different range of motion, okay? I think this is 8, 9, and 10. We're halfway through, we got 10 to go. Remember, it's 50 reps each, doesn't have to be 50 reps straight. And each round gets longer and longer. We got 5 more to go. 17. Doing good, guys. 18, last 2. We're all in this together. 19, one more time. And last one. Okay, turn over for the last time. Back into your plank or push-up position for 20 mountain climbers. 1. And again, I want you to imagine mountain climbers as a core workout. It's like doing bicycle sit-ups face down. You have the added benefit of loading your shoulders, loading your tricep, loading your forearms. So you're actually working them passively while the rest of your body does something else. I think it's 18, 19, and 20. Okay, got 2 more exercises to go. Last 4 reps of the day. Starting with the air squats, hands by your sides, your arms in front of you. Now for later workouts, this air squat is going to be a modification to kettlebell swings. This is what I use to modify kettlebell swings with. It's the same movement, except you're not using a kettlebell. It's a lot easier to execute and a lot slower than a kettlebell swing, less demanding. So for those of you who need a reprieve from kettlebell swings, I think it's 14. This is what we're gonna do in place of kettlebell swings, okay? But that's for another workout. That's for another workout. 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then finally, our last workout of the day. We got 20 burpees. I'm going to start with 10 burpees with no push-ups, and I might as well end it with 10 more burpees with the push-ups. Starting 3, 2, and 1. Again, the most important thing about the burpee is coming up with your feet wide. How wide? About as wide as your hands, if not wider. It makes it a lot easier for you to stand up. I think this is 7. From the front, looks like this. See how my feet are just outside of my hands? 9. And that's 10. Let's do 10 more, but I'm going to add a push-up. A lot of people call this hand release push-up, where they let go of the ground and then just pull themselves up. Going to add that little hop too. You don't have to, you already did some hopping earlier. I think this is 14. But either way, you're pushing yourself off the ground and then pulling your feet off the floor. So this is the ultimate push-pull workout. It is 16, 17. We're gonna finish with another 3, another 2, and finally, our last rep of the day, another 1. Hope you guys enjoyed that workout. We have plenty more to come, but for now, that's our circuit, all body weight, high reps, and we're gonna prepare another workout for you very soon. Something just as fun and as effective. Till then, take care. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back soon. Thank you so much.